Hi, and welcome to the Writers Lounge podcast. I'm your host for the show, Steve Sommerfeld. And today's podcast is just checking in and checking out a little bit what has just gone down this past few days with Luc Ackermann breaking the internet and breaking freestyle motocross with that ridiculous jump, that ruler flip over what would you call that? It's like the signage, those big signs in the middle of a highway, that tells you how fast to go. Just happens to be on a German autobahn, and the sign actually said no speed limit, which means go as fast as you want in a spot where you'll see frequently Ferraris and Lambos and whatever else. No, actually, sorry, probably more like Mercs and Beamers and Audis and whatever else flying past as fast as they can go. You could be doing 200 kilometers per hour in the middle lane and somebody flies past you like you're sitting still. It is ridiculous. And Luc Ackermann was ruler flipping over that sign, those big 9 meter high signs above your head, jumping from one truck to the other. Now, the reason I bring that up, because I'm driving right now as well on the German autobahn, on my way to the first of the new Night of the Jumps side events. I don't know what you call it, a bit of a shimmy, shimmy, whoosh out to the side. This is called the Next Gen Shows, nxt.gen, Next Gen Shows. It's like a pro-am comp for BMX and mountain bike riders. That's the basic concept. And yeah, the first show is down in Dornbirn, Austria. And I'll be down there commentating. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. We can't make it because of stupid contracts. And everybody else in Germany or German-speaking commentators can't make it. So guess who's turning up? The guy who doesn't really speak German. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm driving down there right now, driving on the same kind of autobahn that Luc Ackermann did this flip on. And I'm just thinking like how insane that is. If you are listening to it, I'm hoping this works. So it kind of made me laugh. As I'm doing this, I've been sitting here on ChatGPT trying to figure out what's the new best AI app to, you know, work on audio for a podcast, because I left all my stuff in the studio because all of that's being built out. So I've got my computer and everything upstairs in the office. In the voiceover studio is only like my manual stuff, which I normally have in my backpack. Left it there. Sorry about that. So I'm just using my phone. So if this sounds good and not some guy driving in his Ford Transit, I'm only doing 130 Ks an hour. It is raining. There's a lot of road noise. If this sounds remotely good, then you know I have found a good AI audio enhancer, because I did it a few times last year, and I had a couple of comments where people just said, yeah, it sounded good mostly, except for the crackly bits where just like the AI algorithm couldn't like figure out my voice, and it just like, yeah, it just kind of bucked it, really. So yeah, that's my disclaimer at the start of this. Now let's get into basically why I'm here. The reason I'm here is to talk about Luc Ackermann's jump. And the main thing, the main comments I have seen and read over the last 10 million views just on the Writers Lounge post was, it was a collaboration. So I have to throw this one out to Tobias at 48.com. So with 48, Writers Lounge, Book of FMX, and Hannes Ackermann, that video is up to 10 million. On Luke's channel and Red Bull, my God, that must be, I don't know, probably 100 million by now. It was ridiculous. And the main comment that has come out of it was, this was like the first thing in years that actually got people really excited about like just how crazy some things in FMX could be. Like, we've seen big stuff, but that was a genuine gnarly stunt that could have gone so wrong, and it almost did go so wrong. But Luke, when pressed, he is one of the few guys in the world who has this, I don't know, it's kind of like this switch in your head. And I've seen it in a few guys. Travis Pastrana, Brian Deegan, Twitch, Medska, Sheeny, of course, Clinton Moore, Levi, Tom Pages. I mean, there's a few guys out there. David Ronaldo. When the switch is flicked and the pressure's on, there's a certain few guys who have this mentality who could just get the job done. And Luke did that with the video that just dropped this week with Red Bull. So that was kind of the cool thing. That was the main comment, was this is what got me excited in FMX again. Now, FMX is actually plugging along quite well. Freeride has been going quite well lately. The quarter pipe stuff's going good. I'm seeing a lot from like Caldi Raha, and I'd say even like the YouTube clips. Everyone's kind of working a bit more on their content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Everything seems to be working quite well. But Luke's jump cut through. Now, I wanted to kind of just go through how gnarly the jump was. There was a few things that I noticed. I'm sure everybody's noticed a lot of it, but I thought I'd just throw it into this. There'll probably be a few more things that I don't think of right now as I'm saying it, but one, jumping from one truck to another. Two trucks, one with a ramp on it and a run-up, very small run-up, jumping to a second truck in front. That alone is pretty crazy. So I would love to have seen the calculations on the speed of the trucks, how fast Luke had to go to jump from one to the other. Because as soon as you take off from that point is like it's like time stands still. But the landing is moving away. I don't know what the final distance would be from the pinpoint of takeoff to the landing. But let's say in Europe, regular jump, 21 meters, 69 feet, I guess. What would you say? He then went, instead of 21 meters, maybe 25, 28 meters, 30? I don't know. But there was definitely an added distance. So someone would have had to do the calculations that Luke knew that he could, like, what gas is he going to give this bike to take off and land there? That's number one. Number two, stick that sign in the middle, the 9 meter high. It said Hua Controller. 9 meter high sign in the middle where the landing only kind of just scraped under that. And Luke had to time it to jump over it. So one, he had to jump over it. Two, the trucks are moving, which was already a hard part. But three, he had to know exactly when to take off, that he would hit the ramp and leave the ramp and make it over that damn sign and not crash into it. That was insane. That alone, hopefully he caught the rest of all that, if I just stopped for some reason. That alone would have been insane. He then threw out a wild ruler flip. This wasn't just a little Superman flip. Okay, one, it could have been a straight jump. Two, could have been a trick. Three, could have been a backflip, but no, Luke went full tsunami flip. Not only did he go full tsunami flip, the thing got so twisted up and out of control that was worthy of being in any competition and getting pretty much top points. That was wild. The next part was, as he jumped, everybody saw it. He almost jumped off the side of the landing. So getting crossed up, getting back on, nearly jumping out the side. And when we zoomed in a couple of times, actually Squibby will send me a few close-ups. You could see his tire mark was maybe 6 inches from the side. He then somehow came back in towards the middle, thankfully. But you could see in a zoomed in, paused video that it looks like his boot actually did collect the top of that container. So somehow he didn't blow his knee out. Maybe he did, I don't know. But he could have easily blown his knee out. And I just saw a picture today of him pointing directly to what piece of timber had broken away, and I think that was actually his rear brake pedal had been snapped off. So that's how close he was to death. That was ridiculous. Now, looking at the startup, before that even happens, if you look at the start of the run-up, Luke was sitting there. Obviously, the run-up's not big, and it really wasn't big. That didn't look very big to me at all. From a standing start, I'm going to guess it was about 20-meter run-up to pin it. Kind of a little bit of a wobble as he took off. That part was fine. The other thing I saw was brand new, and it looked very nice, freshly painted mesh runner boards onto the ramp, and it had, like, the arrows, so it all looked really good for the video. But if anybody has jumped a freestyle ramp with just, let's say, regular mesh, nothing done to it, that feels different to rusty mesh, which is far, far, far better to jump from. And if you've painted mesh, you'll know that it can get a little bit slippery. I'm sure he had brand new tires, and even sometimes brand new tires suck. Like, sometimes it's even better to give the tires a little bit of a burnout, like just to get rid of that first little, the crisp part of those tires. So I don't know. I saw that brand new painted mesh. I was like, that could have been an issue if it was on a regular setup, especially looking at something like this. So those couple of things alone. If you look at the trees in the video, that looked windy as hell. So that would not have been a fun jump in any condition. So all of those things put together with the wind, ruler flipping, veering off to the side, coming in to the camber of that autobahn, because it was also coming into the corner, like you could see that. Man, there's just so many little points. Oh, am I still here? Yep, I'm still here. There was so many little points in this video that was just everything could have gone wrong, and Luke somehow held it all together. What did you guys think of it? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I did hear that he was going for something crazy a couple of months ago, that they were planning something. I don't know how much you can plan for this other than getting in a few physics nerds and trying to figure all of that out and then just going for it. But yeah, I was pretty pumped on it. Is this something that we'll see more of? I have no idea. I don't know how you even get close to topping that. Do you have to top it? Not really. Everybody's going to do something different. I don't think anybody's going to touch that stunt. I'm not going to say ever again because I've been proven wrong many, many times, but I don't think anyone's really in a rush to go out and replicate what Luke just did. And I think back to times like Travis Pastrana doing that backflip from the top of one building to another building. That was wild. And he only just made that one. And there's obviously no real training for that either. Yeah. I don't know. It was just something pretty damn epic. I give Luc Ackermann 10 points and all the respect in the world. That was just big balls. He is a quiet guy. He holds his cards close. And I think he definitely did the right thing because he just dropped this video and it blew everyone away. What else can be done? What else is out there? I know a few guys have some other stunts up their sleeves. I've actually had a few messages about different ramp plans. There are actually some free ramp plans on the ridersadvantagepodcast.com website. So jump on there because a couple of the requests were for those plans. So jump on, check them out. If you are interested into that, yep, go for it. I guess Luke just will deserve his little holiday. And we'll see him again at the next night of the jumps. October 4, we'll be going to Budapest in Hungary for round 3 from 2025 season. The current world champ. Can't wait to see him there. Maybe he's going to bring something dumb to that one. That would be cool. All right, guys, this was a quick one. I just wanted to test out while I'm driving on the autobahn if my phone can record. That is as crazy as I'm getting these days. When Luc Ackermann goes on an autobahn, he is looking for signs to jump over. Catch you later.